We were discussing present perfect tense and its usages. As we have discussed that present perfect tense represents the completeness of any activity or actions, and those actions are completed in the near future as well. So we have to see now we have to use and how to use present perfect tense and in which conditions do we use present perfect tense. First thing that you should remember that present perfect tense is used for those activities that are recently completed in the past. And we have to see other usages of present perfect tense. And number one usage of present perfect tense is that we use present perfect tense for those activities that are recently completed, used for those activities recently completed in the past. For example, if I say he has just operated computer, it shows that someone has just opened the computer recently. The nature of this sentence represents that some work is started or was started some time ago. So you can use present perfect tense in order to denote that when in the past certain activity was started or began. When any activity that is recently completed or finished, at that time we have to use the present perfect tense. In the example of he has just operated the computer, recently someone has just opened the computer. It doesn't have passed much time. So in order to show some activities that are recently done in the past, you have to use present perfect tense. Another usage of present perfect tense for those unfinished work, or we can say for unfinished work. Now, which type of unfinished work are those unfinished actions, habits, states that started in the past and continue to the present? There are certain activities that we do in our life that start in the past but still are the part of our life in the present. For example, she has lived in America for 3 years. She has lived in America for 3 years. For example, she has lived in America for 3 years. In this example, we can say she still lives in America. The her purpose of living in America is still not finished. She gone to America 3 years before, but she still lives in America. So for those states are the actions and the habits that started in the past, but are still are continue in the present. She has lived in America for 3 years. It represents that from 3 years she is living in America. Still, she gone to America 3 years ago, but she is still living there. So we have to use present perfect tense in order to represent unfinished work. The work of the work of her living is not still finished. She still lived in America. She went to America in the past, in the in the previous time, but she is still living there. So in order to represent this type of unfinished work, we have to use present perfect tense. For example, at the place of this sentence, we have like another sentence. She has been to America. Now you can see the difference in both of the sentences. She has been to America and she has lived in America for 3 years. She has been to America for 3 years. It means now she is not in America. She has returned back from America. But whenever we are saying she has lived in America for 3 years, it means she is still in America. She gone to America 3 years ago, but she's still living there. Whenever we are saying she has lived in America for 3 years, but whenever we will say she has been to America, at that time it means now she's not in America. She has returned back from America. So both of the sentences have different type of the meaning in different situations. So you have to be very careful before using both of these sentences because these sentences have different meanings. We have to see third usage of present perfect tense, life experiences. There are certain experiences in our life that we do and they become the part of our life, whole life. And whenever you want to indicate or you want to give reference of those life experiences and you do not mention the particular time of those experiences as well, at that time you have to use present perfect tense. Life experiences become the part of person's life. There are many actions or events that happen in person's life and all of those actions and events become the part of life and they are considered a life experiences as well. At that time, we have to use present perfect tense. For example, I have been to China. Now, this example shows that I have gone to China and it has become my life experience as well. Once upon a time, I gone to China and it has become my life experiences and that is the great event of my life as well. So we can use present perfect tense in order to represent life experiences as well. It doesn't matter either you are mentioning the time or not. Exact time is not mentioned there, but it becomes your life experience. So you have to use present perfect tense in order to denote your life experiences. I can give you another example. For example, we have never seen that movie. So it is one of life experiences as well that someone hasn't seen that movie. So at that time again we can use present perfect tense. Another usage of present perfect. Now we have to go for the fourth one, usage of present perfect tense, and that is to describe past events which have effect on the present. Whenever you want to describe or whenever you want to point out past events and those past events have effect or result on the present time, we have to use present perfect tense at that time. For example, if someone says i I have lost my keys, for example, I have lost my keys, it means someone someone hasn't that those keys, and that person can't get into the house. Someone doesn't have keys and can't get into the house. Someone has lost keys in the past, but those the effect of that particular action is on the present. Keys are lost, but due to the result of losing those keys, someone is not uh, able to go into that particular house. Or I can give you another example as well. She has hurt her leg. Again, if someone says she has hurt her leg, so we can say, so she can't play tennis today. So anyone who hurt her leg in the past time, but that activity has effect or the result on the present time. So those events are action that happened in the past, recent past, but have result or effect on the present. At that time, we have to use present perfect tense. And another one usage of present perfect tense, or the fifth usage of present perfect tense, is to describe accomplishments. Whenever someone wants to give reference for his or her achievement, accomplishments, at that time you can use present perfect tense. For example, Andrew has got first position. Has got first position in the class. Or we can give other examples that due to the invention of computers, people has started online classes. Due to the development in technology, people has started online classes. So in this way, whenever you want to describe accomplishments and achievements in the life or of the life, you have to use present perfect tense. We can see other usages and the other examples of the present perfect tense by looking by watching another video where you can see how and where to use present perfect tense and what are its different
TV. The present perfect. When do we use the present perfect? 1.
To describe an experience.
I have traveled the world. James has met the president. I have never been to space. Two.
To describe a change over a period of time.
House prices have increased a lot. Andrew has grown since the last time I saw him. This restaurant has become very popular. Three.
To describe accomplishments.
Doctors have discovered cures for many diseases. Man has been to the moon. The computer has made it possible to learn online. Four.
A continuing action that started in the past.
Sam has worked here for 7 years. We have been in a relationship for 3 months. They have been in the room all day.
So you have watched the video as well, and you saw the different usages of present perfect tense along with multiple examples. Hopefully your ideas about the present continuous tense and present perfect tense are clear now, and you have understood it and everything. Further, if you want to understand and clarify your ideas, you can go for a book of Oxford Practice Grammar and Rain and Martin as well. And the description of all these things, these sentences along with multiple examples is also given in both of these books as well, and multiple exercises are also given in Oxford Practice Grammar. You have to read out the usages of present perfect tense and the present continuous tense as well, and you have to solve those exercises in order to uh, check your grip on these tenses, and in order to see that how much your ideas about the usages of present continuous tense and present perfect tense are clear. So we should wind up our class now, and we will start other topic in the next class.